Time to set sail!
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
What's the hurry? Catch the wind. the wind. Push your luck. Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature.
Boba, get them! Let's dance.
Into the wind.
Let the show begin. Out of the frying pan, into the...
The wind knows me.
Nice and spicy.
Into the wind. Time to go.
You're toast!
Wind strike. I taste blood. Fallen leaves adorn my nut.
Let's dance. Go, Barb.
One with nature.
Boba, get them. Race you.
Into the wind.
That really hurt.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Take me back.
The wind knows me.
Let the show begin. Nice and spicy.
Stay focused. One with nature.
Eat this!
Lupica! My Lupica!
So many regrets.
Go, Barbara, go! Oh, hi. Go, Barbara, go! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! protect us. Yes, sister. Dinner's gonna burn.
Take me back.
I will protect you. Wish me luck.
I smell rabbit.
I must leave no stone unturned. Let the show begin. Leave it all to me. Let's dance. Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone. I'll protect us.
I taste blood.
I must leave no stone unturned. Nice and spice, water! I'll catch up. Steady as stone. Let the show begin. Go, Barber, go! I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. Leave it all to me.
Can't breathe.
But they still need me. Has everyone stopped singing? No! Did I ruin everything? Ad Astra Abyssa.
Who's that skulking around?
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
All right, let's head off.
Just sharpen my spear.
I'll scout ahead.
Just call me.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive. We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him? Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems... Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Gulf. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like... We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Race you!
Put in my letter.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers. Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you. You're...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from you.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is...
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
Oh, Zhongli.
but as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together. That's right. Which is why...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear...
Of course. And it would have been just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, the Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liu in this mortal form. These things were all a part of my script. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liu. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liu as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liu.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all!
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me, and it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark!
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything.
If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liu, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liu saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands, my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contract. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for yourself in your...
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting...
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what, there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fella.
The Fatui? They certainly are...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs...
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liur to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his... Exactly, right? Ooh, see... Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis' soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add? Huh? Is she looking this way? Traveler. Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much. Whoa. Wow, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations...
Why, you... Were you just... If you were looking for someone... The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making... thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right, if the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also... The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true.
Paimon thinks that we should make a...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people...
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed-knit...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often... But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes...
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Leonie Pavilion, best seafood in town.
So, are you buying or not?
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly? Is that so? Apart from your own skills, another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting...
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may... Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately.
Blonde. Dresses. Wait! Do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like her?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger...
Seriously? How does this have anything to...
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't... Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps, after all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something of... I wish you every...
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
My strength still fails me.
Honorary knight. Is something the a stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge map. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual...
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more serious.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact... Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our
my strength still fails.
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too, then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Hard work is all there is to the craft.